So you might want to have a block available and a strap. You definitely want a strap. So we're going to just set those aside. And we're going to start seated today. And sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes, relax the shoulders. And just make any little adjustment that you need to do to make yourself comfortable. I'm going to pull the belly in just a little bit. Let the chin come down just a little bit so the back of the head gets a little longer. The eyes just flutter open. I'm going to look over to the right. Just look all the way over. And when you look, face the head to the right, then you're going to take the eyes even further. Good. Back to center. And then we're going to go the other way. Looking behind you even further. Back to center. Let's do it again. Looking, look. Back to center one more time. Looking. Back to center. Good. So now we're going to just do a couple of twists. So we're going to just lift up nice and tall with the torso, belly in. We're going to take your left hand to your right knee, turn and twist. Good. Sitting up tall. Nice. Back to center. We're going to go the other way. Right hand to left knee, sitting up tall, twist. Good. Back to center. So just to warm up the spine a little bit, let's do a couple of times on each side. So to the right. Back to center, to the left. Nice. And then back again, to the right. And back again, one more twist. Nice, back to center. Sitting up tall still. We're going to round the spine. So we're just rounding and then arch the spine. So just cat-cow, seated, round, and arch. Good. Couple more, round, arch, round, and arch. Good. And then let's just reach the right hand out to the right side, reach up and over. Good. So as we reach, we're going to press that rib cage up to the ceiling. So you can even use your hand a little bit, your bottom hand, to help you. Then back up. Left hand to the floor, right hand reaches over, lifting into the rib cage. Good. Back up to center. Let's repeat that. Reach. So reach the fingertips like you're trying to touch the wall, but pull the shoulder blade down. Lift the ribs. Good. Back up to center. The other way. One more time. Lift that rib cage. Reach the fingers. Pull the shoulder down. So you want space right here by the ear. Good. Back up to center. Nice. So let's straighten into the legs. Nice straight legs. Sitting up tall. Getting into those inner thighs. So just like that cat-cow, we're just going to roll the hips back and then roll them forward as far as they will go. You can always stick your block or a blanket under your hips to make it a little deeper and then fold. So we're stretching a little bit cold to get into the joints. I'm trying to get a little range of motion here. Good, and just keep moving the hips a little. You can rotate them just like cat-cow. Rotate them a little bit to get a little deeper. If they only move a millimeter, that's enough to make a difference. Good, and let's walk over to the right leg. Good. Back to center. Walk over to the left leg. Nice, back to center. And let's just get nice and low again. Nice, coming up. Let's bring the legs together. I'm going to bring them to the front of your mat. Bend the knees. So we're going to bring the hands behind you. So your hands can face out to the side or even toward the front of your mat, just depending on what's comfortable for your wrists. And then we're just going to lift the hips. So you could lift them a little or a lot. Good, nice stretch through the shoulders. Lower down. Let's let the hips hover. Lift again. Breathe. Nice. Lower down, let the hips hover. And lift one last time. Lifting, lifting and holding. Nice. Good. Coming all the way down, cross into the ankles. Let's find our way into downward dog. So however you get there is perfect. And we're just going to lift those hips up toward the ceiling. Let the heels sink down toward the floor. Take the gaze between the knees or the thighs. And let your heels sink down. Good. Breathe. Now let's float forward plank. Hold the plank. Nice. Press back, down dog. Let's center the right foot, left leg, the right foot, left leg lifts. I think that's what I said. Center the right foot, left leg lifts. Breathe. We're just lifting it up. Maybe bend your knee. Maybe press that knee up to the ceiling. Just see how that feels. Nice. And then we're going to take that left foot and step it in between your hands. Now it might not make it, so we're just going to help it out. Back heel turns down. Coming up, warrior one. Nice. We're going to interlace your fingers, press your palms up toward the ceiling. Pull the arms back, and let's lean over to the left. We're just going to lean over, opening into, so we're stretching all the way down that straight back leg. Nice stretch into your IT band, into your side body, into your hip. Good. Coming up. Nice. Let's open up warrior two. Breathe. So coming up, you might want the block. I'll show you where. Just going to reach forward and back, straightening into the front leg. We're going to reach forward, triangle. So your hand can come anywhere on the leg. Your top hand, we're going to bring it to the hip. If you want to use the block here, you can use the block to have your hand on it, or you can use your leg, or you might be able to touch the floor. But we're going to keep pulling this top shoulder over the bottom shoulder. So we don't want the hand up, because the hand tends to make you think that that's what you're doing when you're not. So we're trying to stack the shoulders, take the gaze to the ceiling, then maybe reach that hand straight up. Breathe. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bending that knee. Let's come up, warrior two. And bring both hands down. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Heels sinking down. Nice stretch. Resting for a moment, taking that gaze between the knees. Let's float forward, plank pose. Holding that plank. You can always set the knees down if you want to, and bring those hips down. Good. Press back. Down dog. Good. So we're going to center the other foot. Right leg lifts. Bend the knee. Maybe press that knee up to the ceiling. So you can keep the leg straight if that's easier. Do what feels good. And then we're going to bring it around. Set that foot in between your hands. So of course, help it get there. Turn the back heel down. Belly in. Warrior one. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms up. Pull the arms back. We're going to lean over to the right. Stretching all the way down that long leg. So we're really finding the stretch from the heel all the way up to the heel of your hand. Breathe. So the heel of your foot to the heel of your hand, you find the connection. Good. Back up to center. Open up, warrior two. Reaching forward and back. Straightening into the front leg. You can use your block here. We're going to bring that hand to the leg or your block or the floor. Twisting the chest. We're going to bring that top hand to the top hip as we try to rotate the chest toward the ceiling, stacking the top shoulder on top of the bottom shoulder. Take the gaze up. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Maybe reach that hand up. Coming up, warrior two. Both hands come down to the mat. Downward facing dog. Good. Let's find one more plank. Hold that plank. Watch those hips. Breathe. Breathe and hold. Finding that space between the shoulder blades, pressing up. Good. Now let's come all the way down onto the belly. Reach the hands forward. Reach the toes back. So we're pressing, reaching the toes toward the back wall, reaching the fingertips toward the front wall, and then we're going to lift everything. Lift Breathe. Good. Exhale, let's lower down to rest. Let's do that 2 more times just to strengthen into the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Only 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Good. So right here, let's bring the arms down by the sides. Look over to the right, bringing your cheek on the floor. Good. Let's look over to the left. Nice. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Find child's pose. Knees apart, big toes together, forehead to the floor. Elbows relaxed, shoulders soft. Give the back a couple of moments to just release. Good. And let's sit up onto the heels. Bring the legs around and come onto your back. So this is where you want to have that strap handy. We're going to come onto the back. Good. So you're going to take this where you want to go. We're going to take your right leg, cross it all the way over your left leg. So crossing all the way, like we're going to go into eagle legs. So eagle legs can latch your foot around the calf, but it doesn't have to. So it could just be crossed, okay? And then your right leg's on top. So we're going to bring your arms out like cactuses. Bring your elbows toward one another, and then your right arm goes under your left. If you can latch them around, you do. If you can't, that's okay. Just make sure you're holding them with the elbows. So you're just getting there as best you can. And then we're going to lift the knees. Nice. Now you could leave your head down and do this with the head down. So if you have shoulder and neck issues, leave the head down. If you want to lift your head, you can lift, and then we're going to try to touch elbow to knee and then lengthen out. Elbow to knee, lengthen out. Good. One more. Elbow to knee, lengthen out. Good. Let's release. Straight arms, straight legs. You can just lay them down. Expanding. And then we're going to contract again. So we're going to bend the knees. Cross your left leg over your right, just crossing it over. Arms come up like cactuses. We're going to bring the elbows together. Left arm goes under right this time, and we're latching them around. So if it doesn't latch, that's okay. We're just hooking them together like that. And then we're going to either keep the head down and just lift the legs, or lift the head, and we're going elbow to knee and stretch it out. Elbow to knee, stretch it out. One more, elbow to knee and stretch it out. Release, lower down. Good job. Nice, bending into the knees again. So that was the hard part on your back there. And we're going to take your strap, have it available. Unroll it if it's rolled, and we're going to hug the right knee in. Now we're going to let the left knee just stay with the foot on the floor right now. And we're going to take the strap around the foot. Now I like to put it around the ball of my foot so that it helps me stretch a little bit more. So I'm pulling my toes toward me, which gives me more of a stretch into my calf, into the back of my leg. So I want to have my toes coming toward me and my heel pressing up. The knee is straight, not locked, but straight. Good. And you can walk that strap up as high as you comfortably can go. And you might be able to cap your toe with your fingers. You can do that. If you can do that, go for it. You don't need the strap. Nice stretch to the back of the legs. Press the heel up. Toes towards you. We're going to bring the leg out to the right. Let it hover over the ground, over to the right. So if it falls down, all you need to do is teeter the other leg over to the left. So the teeter-totter is between that knee and the leg. Good, and keep lifting that leg towards you. So you want it to keep lifting up that way. It's going that way. Nice, so we're gonna move it slow, bring it up to center. Nice and slow, good job, super slow. Nice, so we're gonna just switch hands with the straps. The right hip's gonna stay on the floor and we're just gonna bring the leg over to the left for a nice IT band stretch. Press the heel up. It adds a little more. Good, and then back to center. Let's release the strap, set it aside. And then we're gonna just hug both knees into the chest. Nice. You can rock if that feels good. And then just rock the knees over to the left. Nice twist. So your arms can be straight out, they can be cactus. Breathing deep into the belly. Nice, let's bring the legs up to center. Now I'm gonna just turn around. You guys stay where you are. And I'm gonna set both feet down. Got that strap handy, so just make sure it's there. I'm gonna pull that left knee in. And we're squeezing it in toward the chest. So this is a stretch too by itself. And you can really press that hip down and get a little bit more. And we're going to take the strap around your foot, around the ball of your foot. You can go to the arch as well. If it's really intense, just do the arch. It's really okay. You take it where you want to go. I like to get as much as I can out of the stretch. Breathe. Pull the toes down, press the heel up. And if you capture your toe with your fingers on the other side, maybe you can do it on this side too. Good, and then we're going to bring the leg out to the left. And we want it to hover, so the other leg is just going to be the teeter-totter. We don't want the leg to flop to the floor. And that leg is going up toward you as much as you can get it. It's always working toward up. Good, slow motion. Slowly bring that leg up to center. Good job. I'm going to switch hands with the strap. Keeping that left hip grounded. Just bring that left leg over to the right. Nice. This side is a little tighter for me, so I'm really feeling it. Nice, back to center. Bend the knee. Let's set that strap aside. Hug both knees in. And then bringing the arms out, you can either have them straight or cactus. We're going to bring those legs over to the right. Good. Just a couple more breaths here. And then bring the legs back to center. Just going to rock from side to side a little bit. And bring the feet down. So we're going to find a comfortable final position. So we're just going to straighten into the legs. Arms are down by your sides. Close your eyes. Make any adjustment you need to make so that you're completely comfortable on the floor. Then feel the breath coming into the body and leaving the body. And with each breath, let your body get heavier and heavier into your mat. Gently just start to bring your attention back into the moment. It's bending into the knees, rolling onto one side of your body. Let's rest here. And then pressing up to a seated position. Starting just like, ending just like we started, in a nice seated position. Back of the neck is long, the belly's pulled in, pulling up the pelvic floor. Thank you guys so much for sharing your practice with me. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Namaste.